It doesn't always happen. It doesn't always happen. But the best team, by a long way, won these Euros, and they are deserved freaking winners. You see, finals can go one of two ways. It can go one of two ways. It can either go the way of the best team wins, the team that is the better team, that plays the better, more positive football win. Or it could go the other way, a team that just takes their moments and seizes their moments. For England, it's going to hurt. So what I'm going to say is going to be hard for England to take, but it's going to hurt. It's going to be painful because nobody likes losing finals. So as of right now, there's nothing you can say to any England player that can help them. When you can sack everybody. When it settles in and they go past this, they will realize we lost to the better team. Because this is a very, very good Spain team. This is a very good Spain team because I've already said that as much as that's the golden generation of David Villa, Xavi, Iniesta, the football that these guys play and how adaptable these guys are, whether they can keep possession, they can counter you, they can be balanced, they can go full on attack, they have wing play, they can go through the middle, they can go through wide. The various styles that these guys have and how they can be like a chameleon and just morph into whatever need me based on the context of the game, this is a really good team. And this is a team that I actually prefer to watch this team than the so-called golden generation because they're just such a good team to watch. And Southgate is going to get abuse because people will say, oh, look at why you're so negative. You're not brave enough. Look at how Spain are. Let's keep it a stack. There was always a danger of this happening. Who did England play? England did not play a single team that was even close to the level of Spain. So my fear for England was this was going to be a massive step up in quality. Slovenia, Slovakia, Netherlands, Switzerland, Serbia, Denmark. Spain had to go through the hosts, Germany, a very good Germany team, and the World Cup finalists, France. So they were battle tested. And when you see how they navigated two extremely tough games, if you're Spain, you're like, bro, if we've beaten Germany and France, England is easy. So the danger for Spain was, could England just, through their game changers, take those moments? And it almost happened. Because again, England's key thing was the bench. Cole P coming on saying, what's up? But that is why you have to admire the Spain team. That's first off, Spain found it very, very hard. They found it very hard to really unlock England. But that's what makes the Spain team so good. As soon as halftime, Luis de la Fuente says, boom. The moment they got a sniff, Yamal gets the ball. And yet again, this freak of nature who is freaking 17 years old finds Nico Williams. And Nico Williams scores a beautiful goal. And the story of these two young kids has just been amazing. And I think that was a key difference between Spain and England. As when you just look at the quality of Nico Williams and Yamal, and look at England, it's crazy. And that is the beauty of Yamal. Shaw won the Yamal battle. He won. Like 100%. Shaw puts a lock on Yamal, and Yamal hardly did anything in that first half. All it takes is one moment. And Yamal was just like, just give me one moment. And the one moment, he found Nico Williams, boom, goal. And I was okay, look, England, you now have to react again. You've reacted before, but now you have to now react to a much tougher team in Spain. And Cole Palmer, amazing. Cole P, amazing. You know, and what people will say, because I know hindsight is 2020, but what people will say, oh, you should have started with Watkins, you should have started with Cole Palmer. I'm sorry. That is disingenuous to be like, oh, look how trash Kane was. You should have started with Watkins. No. If England had started with Watkins or Tony, it would have been the same story. It would have been the same story because the problem is England don't have playmakers. Now, if you had started with a Palmer, maybe it would have been different, but I'm sorry. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This is what got us here. And again, the substitution that's changed the game came and changed the game. So you can't say Southgate should have started with Palmer and Watkins. No. It was what it was. You just have to blame the lapse in concentration of the defenders. And you look at that second goal. I don't know whether you blame Stones or whether you blame Gehi, because even my reaction to it was like, I didn't understand the goal, because I was like, that is such a simple goal to concede, because Kukurea gets the ball, simple cross, Oyarzabal threw in. And speaking of Oyarzabal, it just shows you, Morata ain't scoring that goal. Heck no. Look, it was literally a break-off between Oyarzabal and Kane. And I think Kane has to step down from England, bro. He has to. He has to, because yes, you can say lack of service, lack of distribution, but even when he had service, even when he had the ball to his feet, he lost the possession, he got dispossessed, and he just looked so cumbersome, and he was hardly making any runs. So, but you look at this game on a macro level, and the difference is football. That's how I started this preview. What would win the day? Football or moments? The moments were on the side of England. Football was on the side of Spain. And ultimately, what won the day was football. So, and I think that it can go either way. It can either be moments, it can either be football. But it's always very important, and it's a good thing to have a good footballing team. So I think that for England, it's a case of you have to now go into your fundamentals and be like, why can't we play like Spain? Why can't we hold the ball like Spain? Why can't we create like Spain? Why can't we be as inventive as Spain? Why can't we have enough playmakers like Spain? Because, again, it's a larger issue. Why are we relying on Foden and Kane? Palmer should have been a starter from the jump. Palmer should have been a starter from the jump. So forget about, he should have started this game. Before anything even begins, he should have been already a starter, even in qualification. But again, it's the psychology and the mentality. This goes back to, why did you choose Lampard and Gerrard over your boy Scholes? It's about your footballing view. But look, ultimately, the end of the day, Spain was the better team. Spain was simply the better team. And just as they did against Germany, just as they did against France, this Spain team have the belief that we will find a way, and we'll find a way to score. Not only can we control a game, not only can we dominate a game, we will find a way to score. And based on the quality of our individuals and our chemistry and our cohesion, we will find a way. Because when you just look at the cohesiveness and the chemistry that the Spanish players have, the same chemistry isn't there with England. See, with England, it was always about, can you come up with the moments? Even the goal, it wasn't the most beautiful goal. It was just sort of, ball comes in, Bellingham falls over, lays it over for Palmer, Palmer scores. So it was just like, by some piece of fortune, it was fortuitous. For Spain, every goal is good. It seems like this is a goal that has been well worked, and this is a team that is very much in sync and is very much together. And I think you look at it, how many times did Spain change their formation or change their system? They had a system, they had a way of playing, and they maintained that all the way through. For England, it was hard. But, I mean, for Yamal, bro, wow. Like, you look at what he did in France, and why I like what Yamal did, because again, it's for Yamal and Nico. For Yamal, it's like, he had a tough game. He had a tough game, and he knew that, bro, this is a tough game. But what great players do is, I know I'm not having my way in this game. Can I find a way to affect this game? All that matters is, can I find a way to affect this game and help my team win? And that is what he did. He got the ball and he found a way to help his team win. And it was an assist that was key. And for Nico Williams, who I feel has been brilliant. The focus has been Yamal. Nico Williams has been so superb. And that was a beautiful, amazing goal that he scored. So for Nico Williams and Yamal, that is what makes the Spain team so dangerous. World Cup 2026, they're going to be one of the favorites. Because Yamal and Nico, they're not going to be older. And these guys are not going to say, what's up? You're not seeing what Zubimendi is doing, whom I'll step into the Rodri role. And that was so crazy. When Rodri came off injured, oh my gosh, do they have a chance? But that's the issue. Rodri goes out, Zubimendi steps in, and they don't lose a step. They hardly lost a step. How different was the game when Rodri came off? It was hardly different. So, look, and also shout out to Oyarzabal, man. Clutch goal. Again, making the run, getting himself in there, and being able to be clutch. Something that Morata couldn't freaking do. So, but I mean, I think, look, as I said again, I mean, for England, could they have done something different? No, no. Like, you can't drastically change your system on a final. Whatever got you here, you have to stick by it. So you say, so who do you blame for this England loss? Do you blame Southgate? No, because this is what got you here in the first place. There's nobody to blame. You got beat by the better team. So I know England will be like, oh no, Southgate is this is that, we're not good enough, why didn't they play? There's a larger issue as to why they lost, and that goes back to schools, foundation, coaches, what you teach kids, and the kinds of footballers that you go through, because there are a lot more Cole Palmers that exist in England. But the issue is that the FODEN and the guys that get the looking rather than the Cole Palmers. Because if you had more Cole Palmers, Joe Cole, Scholes, Kobe in this team, a lot more of them, and you build a team around them, they can say, what's up? Because let's be real. Kobe was not midfield by himself. He did not have a good game, but Kobe is next to who? Rice. And who else is helping him? Foden and Bellingham. Where else? Rodri has Olmo. He has he has Olmo. He has Yamal. He has Nico Williams. He has Carvajal. So he has just better tech. Fabian Ruiz. So if Rodri looks and has Fabian Ruiz, he feels cool. If Zubimendi looks and he has Fabian Ruiz and Olmo coming in, he looks cool. If I'm coming in and I have Rice and Bellingham and Foden, we ain't keeping the ball. So it's about the kind of players you produce, and the players of Spain, they're just technically better. They're just better footballers. So, and when you have better footballers on a pure level and you instill a winning mentality, more times than not, you will win. You will win. So, like for England, they didn't deserve to win this. They didn't deserve to win this, and they got beat by the better team. So it's going to pain. But after the pain has gone through, a day or two later, you just realize, no, we're the better team. So look, I know when England will say Southgate is a bomb, he's a son of Lucifer. This is not on Southgate. This is deeper than Southgate. This is that there is a massive gulfing class between England and Spain. Southgate isn't to blame. Southgate is not to blame that it's night and day in terms of quality. In terms of just technical footballing quality, on the ball quality, ability on the ball, Spain as a collective are far better than England as a collective. So that's footballing quality. That's not Southgate's fault. That goes deeper into the players that you produce, the players that you coach, those 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds, and the kinds of things that you teach them and those guys that you promote. So it's a deeper question. Spain are just a better footballing team. So at the end of the day, just to round off, football won. Because if England had won, fine. Whoever wins deserves to win. You only get what you deserve. But the way that Spain have played from match one, Spain have been amazing. They have won all their games. And that's very rare. They won all 7 of their games. And in all 7 of the games, they were easily the better team. So England can have no qualms where you got beat by and that's why I started. England, you got beat by the best team in this tournament by a freaking country mile. So the fact that you even gave them a game, feel proud. But when you just look at when Spain raised their game in that second half, it's like, bro, you are just not on the same footballing level as these guys. So for England, you have to go back to the drawing board and just find a way that how can we produce players that are on the same ilk as the Spanish guys? You can't, because when you look at Yamal, Nico Williams, you look at Zubimendi, you look at Fabian Ruiz, you look at Oyarzabal, you look at all of these guys, these are just quality players. And here's the thing, hype. Foden, Bellingham, Real Madrid, Foden, Premier League player of the year, all this stuff. I'm taking a Fabian Ruiz over a Foden. I'm taking a Zubimendi over a Foden or Bellingham. I'm taking a Nico Williams and a Yamal over a Saka or a Foden. I am. Because it's not about the hype. It's not about Premier League player of the year. It's not about, oh, you're the huge star. It's not about how many retweets you have. It's not about your PR. See, all that PR stuff means nothing when we step onto the pitch. Once we cross that white line and the referee blows the whistle, that PR means nothing. It's about football. It's about how good of a football player you are. So you can hype all you want. At the end of the day, it's me against you. And what Spain showed is, who talks about Olmo or Oyarzabal? How much, before this tournament, who knew about Nico Williams? Most guys will say Saka is way better than Nico Williams, but what this showed is that You may not know who Nico Williams is because he plays for Athletic Bilbao in La Liga. Now you know who he is. And what just shows you is at the end of the day, quality football is quality football, and quality football will always beat hype, 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 hype. Stop hyping your players. Stop hyping your league. Stop overrating your league. And realize that at the end of the day, you need to be good at football. Hype doesn't win you games. Football wins you games.